What is up, everyone? This is me, Prasanna Balakrishnan, back again. As you see, both of us, we are donning our IPL jerseys. Me, CSK himself, KKR, which can only mean one thing. The IPL season is back, and it starts with an absolute banger. The last year's final being played as the first game today, Chennai Super Kings taking on Kolkata Knight Riders. It has always been a great game to watch. So many tense moments in both of these games, and I've got a good friend of mine to preview this game. I've got Aaditya Kumarji, who I've interacted with on Instagram. We've also been in the Bharat Army shows. Hello, brother. How are you feeling?
Yeah, thank you, Prasanna, for having me on your show. And it feels great that the fact that the IPL is back because just a few months back we had the IPL and it was just fabulous. And after that, all of a sudden, after the World Cup, also it was like the days were going so dull. Now I'm happy that from tomorrow onwards the things will be back to normal. It will be fun. It will be exciting and thrilling. Matches are coming all our way. So looking forward to tomorrow's match and also the rest of the matches that are coming.
Yeah, and obviously we started the Wankhede Stadium. Wankhede has always been a batting friendly, and all these, all the games that are, at least the league stage games, they're going to be played at Mumbai and Pune. Three stadiums in Mumbai, the MC Cricket Stadium, the Wankhede Stadium, the Brabant Stadium, as well as the one in Pune. And playoffs might happen in Ahmedabad, but it's yet to be decided. Speaking of which, the BCCI has come up with a six-team women's IPL for next season with existing franchises giving preference. So that is good to see. Will be interesting to see the likes of CSK, KKR, RCB, all the big teams try to put in women's teams, and that is going to be a great battle to watch because we have wanted a full-fledged women's IPL for so long. Given given the number of women's leagues that are going all around, let it be the BBL, be the 100, you name it all of them have professional women's leagues and they're actually going well compared to what people say, oh, no one watches women's cricket. But if you put it on if you put it out to for people to see, people will definitely watch it because we just love watching cricket. So CSK and KKR obviously they have retained the likes of Venkatesh Iyer, Andre Russell, Sunil Narayan, and Varun Chakravarti. Where they and you got many buys. Obviously, your most expensive buy was Shreyas Iyer, who was the obvious choice for captain. So, how do you think the team has brought up, and what do you think? Who do you think will start? Because you have Patrick Cummins and Aaron Finch, I think, who are unavailable because they're in
Yes.
international duty. So, apart from that, how do you see your team gelling up for tomorrow?
Yeah, basically, let's just get from the starting itself. So from the retentions itself, I was very happy with the retentions because the reason why we were in the finals was because of the X factor of KKR, that was Venkatesh Iyer. So he deserved another chance from Kolkata Knight Riders, and it was great to see him retained. Eventually, Shubman Gill was also in our plans, but unfortunately, he couldn't even make it to the auction as he was picked by Gujarat.
Yeah.
And the rest three retentions were quite obvious because Varun Chakravarti taking 35 wickets around in 2 seasons. You can't just ask for more from a spinner like him. And then Sunil Narayan and Russell, these two are always going to be the knights forever. So the retentions were quite good. And when it came to the auctions on day one, when we went all guns for Shreyas Iyer, we wanted a captain because the main focus was to get an Indian captain. Because in the last 2 seasons, also when we saw there was a captaincy issues occurring, and eventually Morgan led the team to finals, but still his batting was always a concern. So he was taking one overseas spot also in the playing 11. So that became always becomes a problem when you go towards the tournament by playing the 14 matches. So and based on that, I feel even 12.25 crores was worth it for Shreyas Iyer. But after that, Tim Saudi and Pat Cummins and Nitish Rana were bought for 8 crores and 7.5 crores. After that, all of a sudden, I thought that what was KKR planning to do, because we were almost having the lowest first by half the time of the day one. So I was literally confused. But by the end of day two, we literally summed up a quite good team, quite balanced team. But there are slight problems that I see in the team. That is, we are lacking a death specialist right now, because earlier we had the likes of Lockie Ferguson, who used to deliver his best in the last 3 to 4 overs, and even Russell used to contribute. But we just don't know how much fit Russell would be in the matches to come. We just pray that if he's available for all the 14 matches, then it would be great fun, because that can just help KKR's bowling unit quite quite a lot. So based on that, I feel we have got a good balanced side. And talking about tomorrow's match, I feel as you told that Pat Cummins is not there. Yes, Pat Cummins and Aaron Finch will be missing 5 matches for KKR as they are in
Five.
Pakistan right now. So based on that, the likely playing 11 that I feel is first of all we will be going with Venkateshwar as an opener,
Yeah, before
and
I'll come to sorry to cut you. I'll come to playing 11 at the end. But I want to talk about some other buys you got. Obviously, you got Shivam Mavi, you've got back Umesh Yadav, and obviously other international experience heads like your Mohammad Nabi. You also got Chamika Karunaratne, and you obviously got your wicket keeper and Sam Billings. How do you feel about them buys? Could you have gone for better, or do you think these are still good enough buys?
yeah, definitely I feel these were good enough buys because at one point of the during the auction we were going for Nicholas Puran for around 10.75 crores. We had a purse of 12 crores, and we only bought three players in day one. That was Pat Cummins, Shreyas Iyer, and Nitish Rana. And
Yeah,
having just around 10 to 15 crores, we were just going for Nicholas Puran. I was also worried like, what is the plan? What is the game plan of KKR? How are we even going to form a playing 11? Also was a question mark there. Talking leave the 25 players or 20 players, we were also confused if we will get 11 players also. So based on that, after that it needed some patience. We had to wait for a long time, but at the end of the day we have got some of the best players, overseas players like Mohammad Nabi, who is currently the number one T20 all-rounder, and then you have Tim Saudi, who is back. So he had a good season for KKR last time also. And Chamika Ratne also deserves a chance because he has been doing good for Sri Lanka over the period of time. And then English batsmen like Sam
Sam
Billings.
Billings. Yeah.
Yes, Sam Billings. He's a perfect ideal role for wicketkeeper because we need a wicketkeeper as we lost Dinesh Karthik. So eventually in the domestic side also we have only Sheldon Jackson and Baba Indrajit, but we needed someone who can play more well as well as take the team to a greater height. So based on that, I feel Sam Billings is also a good pick based on the amount of the money we had in the auction. So altogether, if I just sum it up, I feel all the overseas players were also all the players that we bought were quite good. So looking forward to a great season.
Yeah, even CSK, even on the first day, we were literally thinking of buying almost the same team as last season, and some of them didn't pan out. We saw, we I think we wanted to go for 5 2 plus is only for till like 4 5 crores, but when he went above six, we were like, we kind of pulled out of it, and then we bought Deepak Chai for 14 crores. We almost went all the way for Sadul Thakur, and we lost even Josh Hazelwood to RCB, but second day I think we came back well and we got back some good buys. I think Devon Conway, Adam Milner. Chris Jordan is a questionable buy, but you never know. Um, and so many other players. And obviously, for the first match, we don't have Moeen Ali and Deepak Char. Moeen Ali, for those of you who don't know, he just arrived yesterday, and due to some visa problems, and any cricketer entering to the bubble should have a 3-day strict quarantine before they can join the team for a practice session. So now is the time. Like we've discussed our players who can be good, who can step up the dedication. Now it's the time we get to the playing 11 segment. I'll say CSK's what I think will be the playing 11 for 1 to 11 after you. Yeah, you go first. What is your 1 to 11? Have you set or still thinking here and there maybe?
Yeah, based on the players who are available for tomorrow's match, and after seeing all the players right now, I feel I was just going through the practice sessions also of KKR
Right.
on their Facebook and Instagram lives. So based on that, what I specifically feel is that Ajinkya Rahane is definitely going to open along with Venkatesh Iyer tomorrow because he's someone who has been playing in the Mumbai grounds over a long period of time. So it's a easy choice, a definite choice that we should go with Ajinkya Rahane along with Venkatesh Iyer. And then I'll choose Shreyas Iyer at number 3 because we just saw during the India versus Sri Lanka series also how brilliant Shreyas was at number 3. So I'll pick Shreyas at number 3. And then you have Nitish Rana who should play because he's the left-handed batsman after Venkatesh Iyer. In the
Yeah.
middle order also we just have one genuine batsman, left-handed batsman. So he has to play at number 4. And at number 5, I'll go with Sam Billings. Eventually, I wanted Sheldon Jackson, but for the time being, based on the experience, international experience, I will go with Sam Billings as the wicketkeeper batsman. And number 6, Andre Russell. And number seven, yes, number six is Andre Russell, and seven would be Sunil Narayan. And the fact that Pat Cummins and Tim Southey, neither of them are available. So, and especially Mumbai grounds are known for fast bowlers. So I'll just I specifically feel that maybe Karunay Ratne would be getting the chance to play tomorrow as the fourth overseas player. And then you have the Shivam Mavi, Varun Chakravarti, and Umesh Yadav. So this is how I put my playing 11 for tomorrow's match.
That's a pretty solid 11 given the situations. And even for CSK, we do have two players out, but this is what I will go with. I'll put Devan Conway in straight away for opening along with Rutraj Gaikwad, who has been a season lower, was absolutely fantastic last season and towards the end of 2020. And I think he could continue on his way. Number three, since Moeen Ali is not there, I would straight away drafting Robin Uthappa, because even if early wickets go, Uthappa can come in at number three and play like an opener, because we all know Uthappa is by best choice. He is an opening batsman. And at number four, I put in Ambati Raidu. Number five, and after this it gets tricky because you've got everyone. You've got Jaddu, you've got Bravo, you've got obviously Dhoni. I'm not sure how much Dhoni will hold himself back now that Jadeja is the captain. Still hasn't sunk in that fact that Dhoni is not still captain. We still have to plug that in. You have Dhoni. How did I forget this guy? Shubham Dubey. I think he'll get a go. He'll get a go at number five. And after that, you have Jaddu. I'll put Bravo. I'll put Dhoni. And I'll put both the foreigners. I'll put both Adam Milne and Chris Jordan to bowl. And I'm kind of taking a chance for this, but I'm going for Rajavardhan Hangarekar because he had a fantastic Under-19 World Cup. And every single CSK practice session, most of the cameras are panning out on him compared to many other players. And you don't do that just for namesake purposes. So either they'll play him or they'll go with either KM Asif or Tushar Deshpande, the other fast bowling option, at least until Deepak Chahar is back, because once Deepak Chahar is back, he picks himself in the playing 11. So this is the two playing 11. I'm expecting a great encounter this year. Obviously, last year, we all know what happened. CSK went on to score 200 and KKR did have a poor start. They were literally a 30 for 5 at one point, and after which Andre Russell happened. If Sam Curran had not gotten Russell out, he would have finished the game by himself because he was killing every single CSK bowler. He was telling, Thakur, you come, you go. Next, Deepak Chahar, you next. Lungi Engidi, you're next. He was literally just... Russell is literally that guy. He can hit sixes in an over continuously. He's just so crazy.
And also Pat Cummins also, because on that day, 66 runs. I mean, that was a surprise. That was literally a surprise because when Russell got out, I felt like things are over. At the most, we can go for around 130 would be something that KKR would score. But the way Pat Cummins stood there and still brought some hopes for us KKR fan, it was like amazing moment. And that's what is the beauty of IPL, because it is not over till the last ball is bowled.
Exactly.
So, yeah. So looking forward to the same kind of thrilling, exciting match tomorrow also. So...
yeah,
all the best to CSK.
It just made me wonder if someone had actually stood with Pat Cummins or even with Russell or DK, KKR would definitely won the game because they lost 5 early wickets. And despite that, you literally came to the last over. That says in itself something. Obviously, Dinesh Karthik also he always does what he does, playing those crucial knocks. And looking forward to a great game. Obviously, Wankhede batting paradise. What would you say? What would you do if you win the toss? Would you bowl first or would you take the bat?
Yeah, I feel since it's the first match, if we'll win the toss, it's good to go good to opt for bowling, because we never know how the conditions are going to be. And like as we said, we have the depth in batting more this time, as we are lacking the death bowlers also, and our main bowlers are also not available. So we can't take a risk of going for the first batting and then giving chance to our bowlers to defend it. So the perfect would be like just allow the bowlers to bowl well freely, and then let our batsmen and batters do the rest of the task. So it will be good to see if we win the toss and opt for bowling.
Yeah, I think we would do the same as well. Albeit Dew might not be a factor maybe in the first few games, because Dew actually sets in Mumbai, at least in Wankhede Stadium, probably towards 8 from second week of April or something like that. Yeah. But I don't see Dew playing a major factor tomorrow, although I think if CSK win the toss, I think they will also bowl first. and try to restrict the KKR batters to much as to probably 170 max, because you don't want to go beyond 170, 180. Yes, you can chase it. Mumbai is a batting paradise, but if you lose them 1 or 2 wickets early, you cannot take a chance, and that's always the case. But anyways, 15 minutes have gone just like us, and we have come to the end of this. Thank you so much, Aditya, for joining. Obviously, his Instagram is in the description. You can go him and give a follow, as well as to other KKN fans as well. I've tried to communicate with them, but obviously they had their own commitments, so they couldn't make it to the show. Thanks again, Aditya, for joining. Hope to
Thank
have
you so
you
much.
more on my channel, and of course, make sure to like this video, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell notification. I've just crossed 350 subscribers, and hopefully I can get at least to end the final 600 by the end of IPL and do many more shows like this. To everyone, every single one of that, stay safe and wash them hands. Thank you, Aditya, bro. See you later.
Okay, thank you so much.